Adam's fingers flew across the holographic keyboard, lines of code cascading down his neural interface display like digital rain. The Quantum Academy's mainframe was supposed to be impenetrable, protected by 7 layers of quantum encryption and AI sentinels that could detect intrusion attempts before they even began. But Adam had found something the architects hadn't anticipated: a recursive loop in the probability matrices that governed the Academy's biosocial algorithms. He wasn't trying to break in. Not really. He was just curious about how the matchmaking protocol worked, the system that paired students for collaborative research projects based on genetic compatibility, neural wavelength synchronization, and what the Academy called synergistic potential quotients. The year was 2247, and humanity had long since expanded beyond Earth. The Quantum Academy orbited Neptune, a massive station where the galaxy's most promising minds studied advanced sciences. Students came from dozens of colonized worlds and genetically modified populations, each bringing their unique evolutionary adaptations. Adam, a baseline human from Mars Colony 7, had always been invisible here. While others possessed enhanced cognition, bioluminescent skin, or telepathic capabilities, he had only his mind, admittedly brilliant but unaugmented and ordinary. "Just a peek," he muttered, his pale fingers dancing through the air as he navigated deeper into the system's architecture. The code was beautiful, elegant in its complexity. Neural networks interwoven with quantum probability engines, calculating millions of potential partnerships per second. Adam marveled at the sophistication. He pulled up his own profile out of curiosity. Adam Chen, age 19, species Homo sapiens unmodified, compatibility matches 0. 0, the number stung more than he'd expected. Without thinking, Adam began to type. He wasn't malicious, just tired of being overlooked. He wrote a simple script, a minor adjustment to the compatibility algorithm, just enough to boost his profile's visibility to give himself a chance. He hit execute. The screen exploded with light. Alarms didn't sound, but something far worse happened. The entire matchmaking protocol froze, recalculated, and then processed his modification as a critical priority override. Adam watched in horror as the system interpreted his script not as a minor tweak, but as an emergency repairing protocol. Within seconds, 2 names appeared on his screen, pulsing with urgent red markers. Match confirmed. Elsa Drakenov 99.97% compatibility. Match confirmed. Lyra Fellies 99.96% compatibility. No, Adam whispered, frantically trying to undo his changes. But the system had already locked. Neural implant notifications were being sent. Official Academy records were updating. He had 3 seconds before his life became infinitely more complicated. Elsa Drakenov sensed the notification before her neural implant delivered it. Her enhanced senses, gifts of the Nosferatu gene line that had evolved on the dark side of tidally locked Kepler 442b, picked up the electromagnetic pulse from across the station. She lowered her quantum mechanics textbook, crimson eyes narrowing. For 2 years at the Academy, the matchmaking protocol had left her unmatched. Her genetics were too aggressive, her predatory instincts too strong. Most students feared her, even though she'd never hurt anyone. The message materialized in her vision: matchmaking protocol override. Partner assigned, Adam Chen. Report to Integration Chamber 7. Elsa's enhanced mind processed the information instantly. Adam Chen, the quiet boy from Mars. She'd noticed him before everyone had. He was the only completely unmodified human at the Academy, a statistical anomaly who'd earned his place through raw intellectual ability alone. Interesting. She stood, her movements fluid and precise, and made her way through the station's curved corridors. Her black Academy uniform contrasted sharply with her pale skin, and other students parted before her like water around a stone. Lyra Feliz was already at Integration Chamber 7 when Elsa arrived. The Felisian princess, one of the cat-evolved species from the high-gravity world of Lynx Prime, perched on a table with impossible balance, her golden eyes tracking Elsa's entrance. Sleek fur covered her arms and extended up her neck, and her ears twitched with barely contained energy. "So," Lyra purred, her voice carrying harmonics that most species couldn't produce, "you got the notification too." Elsa nodded, studying the other girl. They'd spoken perhaps twice in 2 years. Lyra was brilliant at xenobiology and moved through the social hierarchies of the academy with effortless grace. Where Elsa was feared, Lyra was admired. "Do you know anything about this Adam Chen?" Lyra asked, tail swishing with curiosity. "Only that he's baseline human, unaugmented." "Which makes this mathematically improbable." Lyra's eyes gleamed with scientific interest. "The protocol has never assigned triple matches before. The probability matrices shouldn't allow it." The door opened. Adam stumbled in, looking like he hadn't slept in days. His dark hair stood at odd angles, his neural interface band sat slightly crooked on his head, and his eyes widened when he saw both young women waiting for him. "I can explain," he started. "You hacked the matchmaking protocol," Elsa said. "It wasn't a question." Adam's face went through several shades of red. "I didn't mean to. I was curious about the algorithm, and I wrote a small optimization script, and somehow it triggered a cascade failure in the probability matrices, and—" "You rewrote our fate," Lyra interrupted, dropping lightly from the table. She circled Adam with predatory grace, studying him. "Fascinating. Do you understand what you've done?" "Broken several academy regulations," Adam offered weakly. "No," Elsa said, stepping closer. Her enhanced senses could hear his rapid heartbeat, smell the fierce sweat on his skin mixed with something else, determination, curiosity. "You've created a paradox. The matchmaking protocol is based on quantum entanglement theory. By forcing it to recalculate with corrupted data, you've locked us into a superposition state." Adam blinked. "What does that mean?" Lyra's ears flattened. "It means until the Academy resolves this, we're quantum matched. Our neural patterns, our biorhythms, even our probability fields are now entangled. We're scientifically bound together." "That's impossible," Adam protested. "Conscious beings can't be quantum entangled at a macro scale. Decoherence would." "Check your neural interface," Elsa commanded. Adam pulled up his biometric data. His eyes widened. His brainwave patterns showed synchronization markers he'd never seen before, neural rhythms matching frequencies with 2 other signals. He looked up at both women. "This is real." "Very real," Lyra confirmed. "The question is, what do we do about it?" For a long moment, the 3 of them stood in silence. The Academy's artificial gravity hummed beneath their feet. Through the chamber's viewport, Neptune's pale blue surface rotated slowly, clouds churning in storms that had raged for centuries. "We could report this," Elsa said slowly. "The Academy would separate us, run diagnostic protocols, probably expel Adam for hacking." "Or," Lyra interjected, her tail curving in thought, "we could see where this leads. The matchmaking protocol has never been wrong before. Perhaps Adam's mistake revealed something true." Adam looked between them, these 2 extraordinary beings who should have nothing in common with an ordinary boy from Mars. But his data didn't lie. The synchronization was real. Whatever he'd accidentally created, it had connected them at a fundamental level. "I'm not extraordinary like you," Adam said quietly. "I don't have enhanced genetics or evolutionary advantages. I'm just brilliant enough to hack a quantum system protected by AI sentinels," Elsa interrupted. "Just curious enough to risk everything for knowledge." She smiled, revealing teeth slightly too sharp. "Perhaps that's extraordinary enough." Lyra moved to a console, her fingers flying across controls. I'm analyzing the entanglement patterns. Adam, your modification didn't just pair us randomly. Look at this. A three-dimensional probability map materialized in the air. 3 distinct patterns, red for Elsa, gold for Lyra, blue for Adam, wove together in a complex braid of quantum states. We complement each other, Lyra breathed. Adam's baseline human neurology provides a stable quantum anchor. Elsa's enhanced pattern recognition from her Nosferatu genetics offers predictive modeling, and my Felisian spatial reasoning creates the connection framework. Together, we're a complete system, Elsa finished, one that shouldn't exist but does. Adam stared at the patterns, his scientific mind racing. We could write a paper on this. If the entanglement holds, we could revolutionize our understanding of quantum consciousness. We could. We could be partners, Lyra said softly. Real partners. The kind the protocol was supposed to find but never could because it was calculating wrong. It was looking for similarity when it should have been looking for synthesis. Elsa met Adam's eyes, then Lyra's. In that moment, something shifted, not in the quantum fields or the neural patterns, but in something more fundamental: understanding, possibility. The Academy will investigate, Elsa warned. They'll discover what Adam did. Then we'd better have results to show them, Adam replied, his confidence growing. If we can prove that this entanglement creates better research outcomes, that unconventional matches produce breakthrough discoveries. They'll have to accept it, Lyra finished, grinning. I like how you think, Adam Chen. This is going to be complicated, Elsa observed. Probably, Adam agreed. I accidentally hacked fate itself. Complications seem inevitable. Lyra laughed, the sound carrying those impossible harmonics. A vampire princess, a cat princess, and a nerd who broke the universe. This should be interesting. Adam smiled, genuinely smiled for the first time in months. Yeah, it really should be. Outside, Neptune turned in its endless orbit. Inside Integration Chamber 7, 3 impossible partners began to work, their neural patterns synchronizing in ways no algorithm had ever predicted, proving that sometimes the best matches come from the most unexpected mistakes. The future was uncertain, the complications endless, but for the first time, Adam wasn't invisible. He had been seen. And